So let's talk about the camera panel. This is actually one of my favorite panels to play with. And so how you can access that is you can just go to one of your shots. Like if you're going to click on one of your shots, you can just double click on it and it'll automatically open up in the 3D view. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to close everything else out so I can go into this. And you can see that I have my dope sheet down here as well. And so how I get into my camera view is up on this top left. I'm either in my 3D view or I'm in my camera view. As soon as I click on my camera view, it now puts us into this space. So now we can see right through the camera. If you click back into 3D, you can actually go into the 3D. So like if I'm in my 3D space here, it's nice so I can see where my camera is. I can see my camera in that space also. So here's my camera looking here. But you know, sometimes it's like you don't necessarily want to be able to move around with your camera. And like, even though I understand 3D really well, it's like still when I go here and if I want to rotate, you know, is it which one's pan, which one's tilt? It gets a little bit confusing. And so we made it pretty easy to go into your camera. So if you just go into your camera view right here, you can see that you have all these different things that, hey, as filmmakers, we understand this. We know what a truck is, you know, what a pedestal and dolly and everything like that is. Just in case, there's rotation on the x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. So we also use a little bit of 3D in there as well. You have your lens that was created by default when you created a shot. Check out that video, how to create a shot. But you can also change it in here if you want. You know, so I'm just going to leave mine at 50 right here. And I also have some other controls up here where I can, the first one, if I want to reset the position, the rotation and translation, I can do that, but it'll reset it to whatever I initially set. So right now it would change it back to here. So this is nice because if I start playing with this and setting a different keyframe on this or something, then I can go back to my original position. So it's nice. We can test things out and just click on that and go back. The other thing is we can, the rule of thirds, we got the grids. So I like to call them the training wheels. We have that. And then also if we want to have the center target, so we can kind of see that. So we can toggle all of that on and off. You know, so if I'm just going to keep this on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust my camera here. So also what I want to do is I'm going to turn on my auto key. And so that way, whenever I move something, it'll automatically create the key. Or if I'm on a keyframe, it'll automatically put it there. And so now since I'm there, let's go to that frame. And so if I want to adjust this, I can pan left. And all I'm doing is I'm clicking on the pan and then I'm just left clicking and dragging left and right. That's it. I mean, I can drag up and down. You can see it's not doing much. It's really just left and right. And so it's pretty intuitive that way. So like if I want to go to tilt, and also you can see that the numbers here, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as soon as if I'm in my camera view, I can go 1 to truck, 2 to pedestal. You can see now pedestal will move up and down. So I'm just moving up and down like that. 3 to dolly. And dolly is just going to move. If I move it up, it's going to move out. If I'm going to move it down, it's going to move in. So just like what a dolly would do. Like that. And then if I go 4, we'll be tilting, and I just tilt up and down. So I can tilt down and see what's going on. Like, look up, what's that? Like that. Or I can pan, which is 5. Like I said, left and right. So I can pan and see what's in here. So it's really nice that I can do a twist if I want to. Ooh, let's do a little bit of twist, a little bit of Dutch. Just a little Dutch angle. And if I go left and right is what's going to do that. You know, so I can add that if I want. What's nice too is that how I'm going to set a keyframe is, since I already have auto key on my dope sheet, I just go ahead in time to where I want it, and then say like right here is I want to tilt up. So as soon as I get that framing that I like, it creates a keyframe, and there we go. So that's really kind of how you use the whole camera view.